Hello, hello. We're trying to do a pre-stream. We just tried to do one a couple minutes ago. It didn't work. Anybody in here? Nobody coming in the pre-stream. Okay, you gotta be fucking with me. I know that something's fucked up. Hello. Welcome to the pre-stream. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Who got up in here? Hello. Thanks for coming to the pre-stream. Ni hao. Are you district attorney, Carl? Are you a DA? I'm not gonna go hard on you. I'm just asking. Hello. You are a DA? Are you here to? Does that mean yes? Don't turn around. Okay. Got it. How many people we got in here? 5? Is everybody eating right now? 5:30? Oh, okay. All right, so I was reading the news. They've got an article in Slate. The article title is, "At first I regretted my antibody test." Hey, have a good night. Thank you for stopping in to say hi, Joe. Thank you. So there's a Slate article. You can look it up. It's probably good to check it out because it's gonna make you're gonna be it's pretty uncomfortable. It's a Slate article. I think it's titled something like "At first I regretted my antibody test" or something. So this just dropped today. It's Slate. You know who Slate is, right? Like, you know what kind of brag that is? IBM. We're kind of a little bit beyond ConnerCon at this point, aren't we? Or what? I mean, are you joking? Like, I don't think people understand this. Like, you are in an imminent, right now, you're in an imminent, like, this shit could kick off in days. I have no idea. I'm saying that, like, you're like worried about ConnerCon. Like, you're about to, like, I don't think you understand how close we are. It's literally at the edge. They are fucking with my streams. I tried to put up a stream before now. They are on here fucking with my streams. I guarantee you. I had 2 floaters in here and they wouldn't say anything for like 5 minutes, and I tried to talk to them and they just left. And I'd never seen their names before. And then nobody else came in. I put a Twitter announcement out on this one to try to get people in here. Dominic, this is a live stream. This is technically a pre-live stream. I gotta go eat dinner at some point, but I wanted to tell everybody to read the freaking Slate article about antibody tests that they just put out. If you go to Slate, or if you search, oh, were you in here, DA Carl, earlier? Yeah, John, go ahead and eat dinner. We're gonna do one at 8 p.m. Go ahead and eat dinner if you gotta eat dinner. I just wanted to get people's minds tied into. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so this is what I need, guys. If possible, we only have 16 people in right here right now, but you don't know who could be in it. We at data search to the states because we need to get like a governor or something to give authority to go in, or some sheriffs, but we need to know what the fucking tests are. I don't even know how to do that because the CDC doesn't even say where the fuck these things are going. If we can get that going. or I'll wait here if somebody can get somebody in here. They don't have to identify themselves. They just let me know, like say, like, okay, we're good. Go ahead, and then we'll talk about it, and I can explain the situation or whatever. For a little bit. This one's gonna be short. This one's probably only gonna be like 15 minutes or so. If you want to talk about anything, I mean, we can talk about Chronic if you want. I'd rather not talk about that. It's not very important right now. Yeah, that's probably true, swag man. There were the smart guys doing the following comments, and then I saw it with my phone in the sunlight. So it was like, you know, your phone gets washed out by the sun. Couldn't read it well, and I just didn't even pick up the sarcasm. I thought it was just literal, like they were saying like shut me down, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna throw this up there so that anybody that's in the form or in that thread that stumbles on it understands where I'm at. And so I threw the video up, and then like after I threw it up, then I was like, now what did they say? And I went and like read it, and then it was like, okay, this is like it was sarcasm. It wasn't really even that subtle. It was just that like I couldn't read it that well. I don't know about the debacle. I'm sorry. Is that the current one with the white guys that shot the black guys supposedly? Is that what we're talking about? So anyway, so I responded to that article or to that thread in ARFCOM with a video. Then I realized oh shit, they're being sarcastic. One of them, the guy at the third rail, I named in the video and just like, just like threw him in there because I was pissed off because he was saying it was a third rail topic, but I didn't understand it was sarcasm. So I just like added him in there. It was mostly directed to people that were saying I was crazy. I just, was stupid. So then I was like, okay, well, I just made my bed. I made a whole video to call these people out. Like I gotta go back in there and tell these other guys like, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Just so that they, because if I didn't do that, then they would know and I would know, and I don't want to, and they'd be like, it's just not honorable. So I wanted to be honorable and go in there and, apologize to them. Like even though it was sarcasm, I'm sure they didn't even care. Probably, I don't know. Maybe they were really sensitive about it. I don't know. But it was, now what the really funny thing was that after I posted that video, there was like a final comment in that thread that was like, never meet your heroes face to face or you'll be disappointed, or so. I don't know what it was. It was like some statement like that. And then I was reading, I was like, never meet your heroes. And I was like thinking about it, and it was like, it could mean like two completely opposite things at the same time. That was the best part of it. Like either somebody's disappointed, but because of my actions, but it could be like some kind of spectrum. Like, anybody in here that's competent? Like in doing things and fucking knows people and shit. Only 24 people. $26 people. All right, we're moving up in the world. Is there anybody in here that's competent and knows people and shit? Hey, thank you, Kevin. Okay, you guys, so if, well, that's fine. I don't really need to talk to Mendel. He's probably not gonna help much. I'm incompetent, yeah, I know, me too. What we need to do, I wouldn't know. Okay, Kevin, can you please listen? Are you up to speed on the situation, Kevin? Okay. So, and thank you, by the way, for coming in here. I'm always surprised by like, I think when I do these things, I'm like, I can't tell if the general public is going to think that I'm just like completely batshit or what. I promise you I'm not batshit. I mean, I could be in error on certain things. Like this is what's going on. So they're doing, you know, they're right now they're fucking going for the Hail Mary to get the serology tests. And so they're somewhere in the United States right now. And I don't know where the choke point is of where they're sending all these fucking tests, but like all these magazines, like Slate just put out this absurd article about like, I mean, it was so absurd. It was just like the author was just like, you know, like even though I've had no exposure to COVID-19, I went and got it, you know. Okay, so who we need? So who we need? Like you guys, I could be wrong. So I could be incorrect here. I don't think that I'm behind the scenes. Like shit is picking up. So like things are moving, and we have a really limited time if we were going to do anything smart about it before this thing blows up into something that, you know, goes the way that you don't want it to go, which is probably going to go anyway. But we really need to get some like essential. We need like non-federal government, like state level or district level or county level, to, and then we need to ascertain where all these tests for the CDC are getting sent to. And then we need to go and fucking grab them or have somebody hold them temporarily, pause them. And we need to investigate like where their destination is and exactly what the fuck is going on, because they are going for the fences pulling in these tests now. And it's a little bit over the top. Right? Let's just say there was nothing. Let's say the dude's fucking crazy. It doesn't matter because people don't need to be just like handing over their DNA anyway. So if you pause it, it's going to be good for America because people will be more free. If there's actually something going on, you could inadvertently save like millions of lives potentially. What's that? All these people talking about the boog without realizing it's happening. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's happening right now. And we need to get the tests. No, like it's going on behind the scenes. Like they are, is it in progress? Like actions ongoing right now? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that article like, I mean, I don't even understand. It's like the person was just like took a hit of meth and wrote it. Like, I don't even understand like how you could even write that with a straight face. It doesn't even make any sense. It's not even logical. I guess we all have dog brains now or something. I'm assuming that people read Slate are like, you know, kind of barely breathing or something, because I don't know how you could read that and not be alarmed. I mean, it's pretty over the top. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, they probably were fucking laughing. They're okay, but they're not going to do that great if I fucking die and then they die from not being fed. uh, so is it so? The Mr. Kevin, hopefully that's an alias. I don't know, but if we could, Kevin, can somebody get somebody in here that can make some shit happen? Hi, Jesse. Like, there is a possibility. I mean, Kevin seems to know more than me. I don't fucking know anybody. All this shit is purely off of my intuition. Like, I can just see shit. I'm not, you know, I see dead people and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I can just see shit happening. And so I'm just doing different kinds of like redux and dedux and logical reasoning, and then I'm calculating that like shit is about to fucking kick off right now. Not from us. Well, hopefully not from us. It could be, it could be, it could be like they could do like a false militia too. That would be like a smart tactic to have like a fake militia start kicking shit off. So everybody's like, all right, here we go, and they go try to join the militia, and then you know squash that. Yeah. So my purpose here. Are they really? They're trying to get us to March? Yeah, it's going to be at 8 p.m. This is a pre-stream. Yeah, of course we won't recognize the country. I don't recognize the country. I'm like 35 years old. I do not recognize the country from when I was a kid. It is entirely different. And when I was younger, it wasn't even that free anyway. It was just kind of hidden. It was more hidden. It wasn't so open. It's I mean, we're like in destabilization phase. So this is like we're at the like end of it. Like we don't have much time. Yeah, since 9/11, yeah. There was a big tech shift in like around the 2000s, and that really obfuscated the social change because like the tech was like expanding. It was all brand new tech, and that like really hid the fact that like you were having a radical tyrannical government just setting up a outer cordon on you all over the United States in the name of terrorism. For most people, I mean, I'm sure that there were people that just watched it coming the whole time, but I didn't. It took me a while. So I want to try to get the purpose of this uh, stream right here is to let people know that we're going to do it 8 p.m. and to see if anybody knows somebody. I don't even know what the proper legal entity is. We need somebody that's at the state level that is a legal authority, the state level or below. We probably need them in the location in the state where the COVID-19 tests are. It's probably California, I'm guessing, or New York. So good luck getting anybody there, but that's what we need to do, and we need to ascertain exactly where these tests are going, and we need to make this happen. We need to go get these tests so that we can hold them so they don't disappear, so that we can prove it's okay. You don't have to apologize for being rude. Don't worry. We need to hold them so they don't like disappear and there's no evidence. Like we need to have something to show the American people that they're about to get fucked. They're gonna get fucked anyway. Like let's say we pull these tests. Let's say that we get somebody that has balls that's in government. It's gonna be kind of hard, and we somehow can get through their lizard brain that like, hey, you're actually things aren't great and you're fucked and you're gonna fuck everybody if you don't do this. And let's say that they do it. They're still gonna like this is not stopping. So they're like you're gonna do the COVID secure COVID tests and do investigation and shit, and then there's just gonna be a contingency that's gonna be launched, like a war or something. Like it's going to happen. So like this is more of like we need to have something to be able to show American people so that they get the idea of like maybe I don't understand exactly what's going on. I need to wait, not like just go march in a certain death anywhere that they tell me. Maybe I need to like, get my bearings for a minute. It's just buying time. We're just trying to buy time here. That's what we're trying to do. Does anybody know anybody like that can get into this fucking chat? YouTube user. YouTube user. We are not worried about the fucking assault weapon ban, okay? We are like so far beyond that. Yeah, the reps don't do reps. You need to get somebody that's like that the general public pulls their fucking ass, like sheriffs and shit. Well, we need something. I mean, I'm serious, guys. I mean, this is like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's like an alarmist, but I mean, if I wasn't just like one guy fucking sitting around on a Friday in the middle of fucking Missouri, if I was on the East Coast or something, I'd be fucking getting a militia ready right now. Like, shit is not right. There's something fucking going on. And we need what we need to do, because it's probably, who knows what is going on. I mean, it depends on what kind of lawyers. If there is like, I mean, it could be anything from like a staged attack with like a fake militia on the government to do anti-government reaction, you know, reaction force against anti-government forces in the United States, which is everybody that is waking up. Well, how good of feds are they? Do they give a fuck about anything, or are they just gonna like, you know? Okay, Vanastan, we're looking for somebody. We're looking for somebody that is somebody that here in the, we're trying to get somebody in the chat that is like accountable to people, like they get fired from their constituency in a state, probably on the West or East Coast, but at this point, any of them would do. And we're trying to figure out if we can, we need to get hold of these fucking antibody tests that are going out right now and secure them before they leave the country. And then we need to hold them in transit and do a lawful investigation and figure out where the fuck this shit is going. Because they're pushing so hard right now. Like this Friday, there are so many articles. There's a bunch of people manufacturing it, but it's got to be a pipe. There's got to be some. Oh, fucking tick. There's got to be some. There's got to be some place that they're sending them all to from around the country. Like there's probably legit ones that are like, you know, onesie twosies that are legit where it's like they are disposing of them, but there's going to be somebody that's getting the bulk of the tests that's shipping them out of the country. Or I guess it could, I mean, fuck, they could have a lab in a country where they're, you know, encoding it and then just sending off the encoding data. Or they could just be, I don't know. Drew, is there, are you taking, when you're doing antibody tests, are you getting like the complete picture of like the genome and shit? Or whatever it is? Fuck, I don't know. I'm not a geneticist. I guess they don't, Billy, I guess they don't have to send it out of the country. What I'm saying is that whatever it is, if it's an email, if it's a server or whatever, just figure out where it is. Okay. So what, Drew, can I ask you this, please? What are you doing with the antibody? Are you doing antibody tests or are you doing like PCR tests? You're doing OCR, okay. Oh, you're doing PCR. I was gonna say, I don't know what OCR is. Okay, so the PCR is not the one, that's gonna be like a throat swab, and I don't think they're doing DNA off that. I think they're doing DNA or whatever they're doing off of the blood test, I believe. Swap out roided blood athletes. Oh, you think LabCorp Trucks does it or something? Or you just told, is that just total speculation? Yeah, they're giving them, yes, DNA tests are costly and they're giving them out for free all over the fucking country right now to everybody. And they're trying to get people to take them that don't even, that have zero exposure to, they're specifically going after people that have no exposure to fucking COVID-19. If that doesn't tell you that you should be alarmed, you might not make it. I don't know. You can out or something and get them and hang out for 100 years. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm a dick. I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. No, don't go on InfoWars. Do not go on InfoWars. InfoWars, do you guys know that InfoWars, do you guys understand that there's a consolidated media campaign right now against the United States people, and that like InfoWars and fucking Adam Green and shit like that, all those guys are on it? Do you understand that? Do you understand that there's a picture of Breitbart with Benjamin Netanyahu? Like in its formation, it's in a fucking published article. It's like Breitbart, born in Israel, you know, or born in the USA, dreamt in Israel. Yeah, it's just it's an information campaign, guys. So like all of your tax money is literally going through the intelligence services, and then redirecting into like shell corporations that are then, or shell companies that are then paying for making propaganda that you will think is believable. And it doesn't matter what they talk about. It doesn't matter if they talk about fucking hot dogs or penguins. It doesn't fucking matter as long as you watch it. That's the only thing that matters. So InfoWars will talk about literally anything except for the fucking imminent coup that's going on right now. So, like, we need to get somebody that is not a dummy and is gives a fuck about the country and that isn't like completely brain dead already to figure out that this is not a fucking game and that they need to I mean, I guess we don't need to do anything. I guess we can just sit here and take it and then we'll, you know, but that's not going to be very fun. I don't even know what you're talking about, Liberty. Okay. Drew, do you think you could talk to your brother? Is he going to look at you like insane and then call the DHS on you when you talk to him? Okay. Wait, yes, no. I'm getting some opposite signals here. Okay, he's reasonable. So you're not going to be able to explain to him what the background on this is. What you're going to have to say is that the COVID testing, that there is reasonable suspicion through intelligence services that don't want to identify them fucking selves, that don't want to go public because they don't want to get killed, that there's something super nefarious going on, either with there's going to be a second wave, or they're prepping for a second wave, or they're pulling DNA. Like, I don't know exactly what. It seems like they are doing DNA collection. So DNA collection is an ongoing, all the time thing, unrelated to COVID-19. The COVID-19 looks like it might be like a shore up, like they're just trying to get some last minute DNA from people that don't go and give that shit. They're just trying to get people that wouldn't go to 23andMe or wouldn't go to the Ancestry DNA tests or PKU tests like in the hospital and shit. They're trying to get people that aren't like that didn't, and then they did that with the initial wave of COVID-19. Now they've completely from the start of this thing how it went from like the actual detection kits, and now they're just doing like everything's antibody testing, which only tests for reaction, for like if you reacted to it and how your antibodies look, What's not new? No, DNA collection has been going on since the 60s. Robert Guthrie invented the PKU strip, the PKU paper that they take newborn baby blood samples on, and he You almost ready? Okay. Okay, so Guthrie invented the PKU strip that they took the newborn blood samples on back in the 60s, and then he had a lawsuit with fucking Bayer through their subsidiary, and then Bayer, because Guthrie was like a doctor and Bayer's like Satan, so Guthrie was just trying to help people, and then they took all the shit over, and then they just expanded it worldwide, and they overcharged for it because they got it through government services. That was what the lawsuit was about. Guthrie sued Bayer, or whatever what the fuck was their subsidiary called? I can't even remember now. Guthrie sued Bayer indirectly through their subsidiary for manufacturing the tests and then like not informing him that they were going to gouge the price for the general public. And Guthrie wanted to make the tests available for like nothing. He wanted it to be like a public available resource for helping people. And Bayer was not going to do that, so they took it over. Then Bayer's been motherfucking manufacturing the tests for MBS since the 60s, and it is known that they are sending the fucking DNA to DNA banks. Like, that is known. There are multiple lawsuits in at least 4 states that I know of involving over 1 million samples that were being clandestinely used after their in-test tests. They were stored indefinitely for like periods of like years until they would get like 1 million, and they were just sending them out overseas. So this is like a known thing. There's they could never get them, obviously, so they just sued them, and then they just bought them off whoever was complaining. They just did like a lawsuit, and this happened in multiple states. It is still happening right now. So like everybody getting born in a hospital right now is getting their fucking DNA sent off. Somehow, I don't know how. Somehow, they must not have people because they must not have all the samples that they want because they're this COVID-19 shit. It could be that they engineer the virus, and they are. It could be that they are engineering the virus and they released it, and then they're just benchmarking its dissemination and shit. Either way, it should be able to, like, just by putting out the stink of, like, you know, because like let's say that your brother or whoever. No, it's not. They're going to fucking sterilize you people. Do you get it? Do you understand? Like, you are on the cusp of totalitarian world government. When I say that word, what do you think? Well, I'll tell you what I thought. I thought, you know, that's kind of scary, but fuck it. I'm okay with fighting them, okay? That's how everybody feels. So they're going to, like, you can't have an extreme minority population rule the entire fucking planet when everybody's just like, well, these guys suck, let's just kill them. And they go kill everybody. And then simultaneously, you also can't just nuke everybody because then you don't have a fucking planet. So it's like the only thing that they can do is the threat of releasing DNA specific viruses that sterilize people. Because that way it's like the threat is like, if you have, let's say you put together a militia squad after this shit goes bad and the mask comes off, they can just say, which I don't know when that'll be, that could be a long time, but they could say, okay, we're going to release a fucking virus. This is in the future. This is like after everybody knows that everything for your fucking genetic traits if you keep fucking with us. That way, everybody stops fighting and nobody will go fighting. Because if they don't stop fighting, then the fucking children don't reproduce anymore. But the military age males are done. But their children aren't. Like our children have not had children yet. So if they're going to, like, our children will just live out their lives and then not reproduce, and then you just be gone. And that's like the threat of how you control an entire planet with, you know, a teeny little fraction, monarchy, theocracy. That's the way that you do it. You can't do it by force. There's too many people and too few rulers. That's how they get a top-down system. And this is all. Yes, if you were born in a hospital, they have your DNA, most likely. They had to do it kind of slowly. Like, they have to. They can't just like ship everything direct. Although at this point they're probably doing it. But like in the past decades, they couldn't just ship fucking everything everywhere all the time. Like, they had to, like, pick and choose, and they're probably building a map. I mean, you can fill in the blanks with DNA somewhat, depending on how specific they want to get. Oh man, Rags, get the fuck out here. This is all. If you type in the word ethnic bioweapons, you are going to get a fucking senator with the last name Cohen talking about sterilizing people. You are going to get articles from Israel newspaper talking about ethnic bioweapons since the fucking 80s. This is not some crazy shit. This is like 100% going on. What I'm saying is that shit is getting hot right now. Like today, Friday, something has changed. I don't think highly enough of myself to think that's me. I think it's related to the Rothschild email leak, because somebody got all the Rothschild emails for the entire fucking. I don't know. It's not every Rothschild firm, obviously, but it's like a couple of big ones. So it's like thousands of emails and the passwords, and just fucking put that shit out on the internet. So like anybody could theoretically go into the server. Now, whoever did that obviously already pulled all of their server data. This would have been a week ago. So whoever did that already pulled all of their server data, and obviously, I mean, logically, unless it's just a complete whatever, they pulled all the fucking emails and they are sitting on them. It's so big a deal. I don't think that whoever did it, logically, it's not like a bribery situation because they're just gonna die. So it's like a situation where, they have to be like disseminating it to somebody and somebody's holding up. Where what, Eric? Where what? What do you want to know? Emails, they got released last. It got released. It fucking went instantly into the chans. Went to all the chans. I still have footage where I caught it, and it got pulled down immediately within 1 hour. All trace it was gone. They were purging threads about it. Like they nixed that shit so fast. Not like the fucking WikiLeaks emails, because WikiLeaks emails are a red herring. They don't even give a fuck. They're dangerous. WikiLeaks emails are dangerous. They don't even give a fuck. Like that's how bad things are right now. Is that fucking child rape rings are just like no big deal, and they're just like, well, this will fucking keep them entertained for a little bit. Like, you guys are so close. I'm telling you. Like, you don't fucking believe me. I'm telling you. I don't know anybody. I don't know. I'm not talking to anybody. I can fucking perceive this. I'm telling you, this is just from studying everything really closely. This is there's something changed right now, and it's bad. And we need to do something. It's not time to shoot. It's time to. We gotta get some people serious though. Yeah, no, shit is fucked up. Did you guys read this Slate article that I'm talking about? Yeah, I always have my ear to the ground. I just see through shit. It's just like this. It's been like that for years. Yeah, it's because they're freaked out. So what's going on right now? If you didn't know this, all social media, like this right now, this stream, they're watching this. So like all the analytic data has algorithms. I'll get back to Slate in a moment so you know, Eric. They have algorithms that are calculating what the disposition of like group behavior is through the internet, through the social medias, because everybody's on fucking social media. And like keywords of things that they would type. So like coup and shit like that, they're seeing that shit. So like they know exactly when people are about to start getting uppity. And I believe that this is like the escalation this Friday is about. I'm not talking. If somebody is on shit like that, that's not the right person to talk to. Like we need to get somebody who fucking doesn't who doesn't give a shit about any of that has some balls and actual power. Okay, sorry, I'm cutting out. Eric says I'm cutting out. Okay, we don't need control opposition hosts on YouTube that are just gonna fucking tie it up and slow it down. We need somebody that's like we need somebody that can get some ass behind this. Is my connection better now? I mean, maybe Tucker, but I mean his network's fucked, and I'm sure he's fucked too. He's that Tucker Carlson was a contractor in Iraq. Yeah, well, we're a little late for Outer Haven now. Heaven. Okay. Get on the roof. All right. Yeah, Tucker's a Zionist too. Yeah, I'm talking like you need a fucking big balls sheriff that is in the area that can go go in there and give him a fucking order from a judge to hold the fucking test because they're in his county and hopefully he hasn't sold his soul and still has like constitutional authority like the Constitution says, and he can go, and since they're fucking parking in his county, then he can get a judge to like write a fucking a search warrant. And we need to like get fucking secure this shit, have somebody secure the shit and sit on it. And we need them to understand that when they sit on it, there's gonna be people coming with other papers that are bigger than the ones that they give them that are gonna try to fucking undo it so they can get the shit out of there. Whatever it is, whether it's data or actual samples. Nobody exists like the sheriff. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I tried. I'm gonna go eat dinner. We're gonna have a live stream at 8 p.m. We can follow up on this. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.